Hi Fight fans, this is Ray from Split Decision Boxing bringing you another video concerning the latest news, gossip, views and opinions about what's happening in the beloved sport of boxing. Okay, this is quite an important and quite a serious one that's going on here. So news broke overnight that Tyrone Spong has allegedly failed a banned substance drug test from VADA. Now, Spong was due to fight Alexander Usyk on Saturday in Chicago, a heavyweight bout, which now looks like it's unlikely to happen. The interesting thing is, I've just read on a website, just trying to catch up on the news about this, only the latest news. So the latest is Spong's pretty peed off about this. He's pretty pissed. He says he heard about this from an outside party. You know, nobody contacted him either by email or telephone to say to him, look, you know, you've failed a test. He said he heard it from an outside party that he had tested positive for a banned substance, and that it's putting his fight in jeopardy. So the fight was due to be a heavyweight, bearing in mind that Usyk is the world champion cruiserweight. Just to give you a little bit of detail, this would have been such a good fight, a good matchup when you look at their records. You got Usyk, who is 16-0 with 12 knockouts. You've got Tyrone Spong, 14-0, 13 knockouts. You know, someone's had got to go, as they say. Doesn't look like now it will. It was supposed to be happening in the Wintrust Arena in Chicago. Hearn announced it. I first saw it yesterday. He announced it on his social media account. I saw it on his Instagram. I think it was also on his Twitter account. Just to fill you in what Hearn said, he said, we've been contacted by VADA to inform us that there has been an adverse finding in Tyrone Spong's test. It's been sent to the State of Illinois Commission and further information will be released in the morning. He did add to that we have reserve opponents standing by. Interesting. It's reported now, I've just found out literally in the last few minutes, that this substance that is allegedly failed or taken or has been administered is clomiphene or clomiphene. I know nothing about this, but apparently it's a female fertility medication. And the World Anti-Doping Agency, they've deemed this to be a masking agent. And what that means, I'm guessing, is that it masks if you've taken other banned substances. It covers it up. Quite how it works, I don't know. But anyway, it was found in his sample A. And I would imagine that Spong's team will more than likely want sample B tested. But that, in any event, you know, if it happens, that'll be too late to save this fight. So, you know, they're going to have to find. I'm not, you know, Hearn hasn't said yet who the substitute fighters may be. Well, I'm not going to try and speculate on that one. I'm just going to talk about Spong at the moment. Spong denies taking this. You know, he's saying quite strongly. He's come out very strongly, and he said, just to quote him here, he said, "This is a setup. I vehemently deny that I have ever taken the substance named in VADA's report. I have asked for testing of the B sample at a laboratory of my choosing. Testing performed last week at the request of the Illinois Boxing Commission showed what I've always known, that I'm a clean fighter." Interesting. So he's saying that he was tested, you know, just a few days ago, and that test came up clean. And now he's been tested by VADA, and they're saying that it's not. Reading the website that I've just been reading, he's also making sort of claims there that he's being pushed out of the fight, that this is all being made up because certain people don't want him in this fight, which is interesting. And as to why that would happen, I don't know. The worrying thing for Hearn, I would guess, and DAZN, is that this is the fourth DAZN Hearn event where somebody has tested positive for a banned substance. And 2 of the 3 previous fights where that happened, they had to pull the fighter from the event. You had Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrek, and Billy Joe failed a test there and was pulled. You had Jarrell Miller, which we all know about that one, probably the biggest one of all. Jarrell Baby Miller was due to fight Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight unified title, and he had to pull out because he failed a drugs test, and Andy Ruth Jr. stepped in, and we all know what happened there. Andy Ruth Jr. now stands as the multi-title heavyweight champion of the world. There's only one belt he doesn't hold now, and that's Deontay Wilder's version, WBC. We've had Dillian Whyte, who fought Oscar Rivas in the UK. Now he failed a test before the fight, but was allowed to carry on because the agency that tested him allow that the fighter to continue until test B comes back as positive. So he fought and won, after being knocked down, but he hasn't fought since, and he's trying to desperately clear his name. He's currently been doing some reality TV stuff as well. It's not Can't Cook, Won't Cook. I don't know. It's Celebrity Master Chef or something. Very weird, but there you go. But anyway, so that's the situation. Spong's adamant that he's innocent. He went on. Now this is quite important. You listen to what he says here. He went on to make the following statement: "I asked Matchroom to publicly acknowledge that I tested negative for all performance-enhancing substances just a few days ago." I think he's feeling that, obviously, that the deck's against him here, that he's being he's fighting a losing battle. He went on, "Any adverse finding is impossible, and in my opinion, a manipulative attempt to remove me from this fight," which goes back to what I said earlier on. He's made these sort of allegations that he's just not wanted in the fight. He says, "I voluntarily agreed to VADA testing because I've got nothing to hide, and I will not rest until I'm absolved of this outlandish allegation, and will pursue all legal avenues available to me, including seeking legal damages to correct this wrong." So, he's saying there that there's no way I could have tested positive, right? There's no way. There's only one way I've tested positive, and that's for somebody to put it in there. That means you want me out of the fight. That's to me what he's saying. And what he's also saying is that, if he tests again, and once he clears his name, he will be suing for damages. He will be suing for loss of earnings. I mean, what was his purse going to be for fighting Usyk? Who knows? I don't know. I find all these drug testing things very weird because you tend. It's not the first time that one agency says that someone's failed a drug test and another agency says no, he hasn't. I don't get that, right? If I go to the hospital or to the doctor, my local doctor down the road here, and give a blood sample or a urine sample, and they test it, surely the results will be exactly the same as if I went to my hospital, which is 6 or 7 miles away, and they did a test. The results have to be the same, don't they? They have to be the same. So how can you get different results from different drug agencies when the drug testing agencies? And that I don't get, and there's something not right in that system that needs to be addressed. Absolutely. But anyway, that's it, folks. That's the news as we know. I'll keep you informed if anything more comes in. I'll stick another post on here. But in the meantime, please stay tuned. Please give it the thumbs up. Please subscribe, and that should be there. Please subscribe and comment, like, share it amongst your friends. Keep punching, guys. There we go. This is Ray Peck from Split Decision Boxing. Take care.